is going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty still running. Cuts back up. Lefty still on his feet. Lefty still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons! And welcome to Cole, Tennessee, as we're getting set for football action tonight. It's brought to you, our pregame show brought to you by the good folks at Progressive Savings Bank. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here at Grundy County High School, where we're getting set for football action. Not a big region matchup between York and Grundy County. Gary, this one, a big game for both of these squads here tonight.
Really it is, region game, Gary, big region game. And, York, sort of hit skids a little bit last week, Gary. Got a rebound, come off a tough loss at Oneida, play a lot better tonight.
And I should have mentioned, join me as always, Gary Hall, as we're set for football action. Now, York comes in this 1-4, Grundy County 0-1, as York lost to Oneida last week, Grundy County to South Pitt. So both these teams coming in here looking to break a skid early.
Yeah, they are, and it's a big game, first region game, a chance to get a region win on the board and, work your way towards a playoff berth, Gary. That's really where it starts. It starts tonight.
And we're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll be back, take a look at what these two teams did last year. We'll take a look at some other games and stuff right here on the Progressive pregame show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here at Grundy County High School, where Gary, we're getting set for football action. This one should be a good one. As we said, York last year beat Grundy County 49-14. York actually 4-0 against Grundy County since 2015.
Yeah, since they've joined the region, York has kind of owned this game. See if they can keep that going tonight, Gary.
Take a look at some stats from that last year's game. York rushed for 475 yards. They had no yards passing. Grundy County had 117 yards rushing and 140 yards passing. Penalties, York was 3 for 30, and Grundy County was 7 for 58 in that one. Grundy County had a turnover, and Grundy County had the time possession 33:09 to York's 14:51. And on the returners, Thomas Miller had 164 yards for York. Ben Cooper had 59 yards for York. As we're getting our coin toss out there, Gary will get that for us. Now some big games coming up this week. Pickett County's at Gordonsville. That'll be their first district game. Grace Baptist has the night off. We'll play them next week. Smith County's at Upper. White County's hosting CAK. Sequatchie's at Cannon. Livingston's at Cumberland County. Oneida's at Wartburg. Jackson County's at Westmoreland. Let's see, Eagleville's hosting Forest tonight. Monterey's at Red Boiling. Joe Burns is hosting Clay County, and Oakdale is at Midway. As far as around the area tonight, now last week it was Sunbright beating Pickett County 46-24. South Doyle over Grace Baptist 61-7. Smith County beat Gordonsville 49-20. White County over Cumberland County 31-20. Upperman beat DeKalb 35-0. Livingston over Cookeville 28-21. Now that was Livingston's first win in 25 years over Cookeville, so that's a big win for LA.
Yeah, Livingston's got a couple of big wins, playing some good football, playing at Crossville tonight. Without a doubt, probably should get a third one. And the coin toss has happened. Gary York won the toss. Dave deferred, so they'll be kicking off to Grundy County.
And Grundy County getting ready to get the kickoff. And, Gary, I've lost my roster for Grundy County.
I've got it.
Okay, good. I started saying we're going to be in bad shape if I don't have a roster for Grundy County. as we get set now. Of course, York coming into this one in Class AAA. Gary, one team out of York's district, Upperman, sitting at number 4 in the state this week, and they've been looking like a team that's probably a number 4 team in AAA.
Yeah, they needed to replace the back, their all-state tailback. If they did that, they had pretty much all the other pieces, Gary, and got a big win over Cookeville to start the season. So, yeah, they look like they're legitimate and, going to be a tough challenge in this region.
And we're getting ready for the kickoff and kicking it off for the Dragons.
But Johan West going to kick off tonight.
Johan will kick it off, and back deep for the Yellow Jackets is number 2, Evan Nunley. And looks like on the far side, maybe number 24, is that right?
24.
That is Hackworth, Jordan Hackworth back. And the kick going to go over to Nunley. He'll take it at the 10. He'll bring it up the left side. He's to the 20, to the 25, and he's dropped right there at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets from their own 26.
Yeah, good job there on special teams by Isaiah Dalton, number 42, come in there and make that tackle.
Good job by Dalton to come up with the tackle, and now it will be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Gary, York wanting to go on defense early. They've been on offense both times in the first 2 games.
Yeah, they have. Won the toss this time, though, so got that opportunity to kick off to start the game.
And dropping back now will be the quarterback, Jacob Dixon. He's back in the pistol now. We'll have one man stand by and takes the snap. Drops back. He's looking out for number 2. Throws number 2, and he drops it. And York, that's one of those passes you need to get on the ball, even though it was a forward pass, but that was close.
Yeah, it was. It was enough. He took off running after it, and, that they're going to throw the ball a lot. They run the spread and had him out there open with a little bit of space. Gary, he just dropped the ball.
Had a chance to see the replay of the Livingston game this week, and I'm assuming they throw it at least at 90% of the time, so that's something York's going to have to be ready for. As back in the shotgun goes quarterback, and we got movement as false start by the Yellow Jackets, Gary, and that's going to back them up, and they're off to a little bit of a sluggish start to start this one.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty there, so it'll be 2nd and 15 from about the 22-yard line. And backing up here early, York catching a couple of breaks, see if they can capitalize on them.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 21-yard line, as that'll back them up 5. And the Yellow Jackets, the Dixon, will bring his squad back out. Dixon in the pistol now will step back at wait on snap. Gets the snap, hands it off up the middle. That one's going to go for about 2 yards. As good job by the Dragons, as I believe that was Nunley on the carry, if I'm not mistaken, number 2.
It was Nunley. Got a couple of yards before he got tripped up. Maybe got 3, got back out. Well, he got it out to about the 23-yard line, so he didn't really get much on that, Gary.
Nunley got pretty much none on that.
But they're running a spread attack. They've had both plays so far. Had 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and 1 back. And they're lined up again with 2 split to the right, 1 to the left, 2 backs this time.
And 3rd and long now as they'll take the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle, and that's going nowhere. So the Yellow Jackets, Gary, stalled on their first drive as York had somebody waiting there, big number 60, I believe, in there on the stop. That is Hayden Clark.
Actually, 60 would be Kellen Buck.
Okay.
On my roster.
Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at 50. Sorry about that. Kellen Buck on the stop.
Yeah, so it's 4th and 15, Gary. They're lined up to punt.
And they'll drop a man back deep, and that looks like Nunley may be back to punt it away.
For York, you got Hawks and Jonah Durham back deep.
Hawks takes it at the 49, gets up over midfield to the other 49, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. And, Gary, that's something Coach Derwin Wright said this week. They're going to come up and field that punt. They're not going to let it hit and roll like they did last week.
Yeah, they did. They came up. He caught that ball in the air, but Grundy County had 2 defenders there able to make the tackle quickly, but York will take over on Grundy County's side of the field, 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
And the Dragons have Barger going up in under center. They got motion. They got Miller. They're going to take Barger. He's going to tuck it and run. Barger's going to pick up about a nickel's worth.
Got 5 on that one, Gary. A nice run. faked the handoff to actually Strong, or Gibson, who was lined up on the left half there, and just turned that out with an option play with him and I believe it was him and Thomas Miller, and he just turned it up and kept it for about 5.
So now it's going to be second and 5 for York. 3-man backfield, Cooper back deep. They're going to hand it off over the left side, and here comes Miller. Miller's got a good block out in front of him. Miller's headed down the sideline. Miller is going to head all the way to end zone for a touchdown, Dragons.
Nice run. They got good blocking, Gary. He's able to seal the corner and get him around the left end, and they couldn't run him down after that. A couple of bad angles, and he just outrun them, stayed in bounds, and went in for the 43-yard touchdown.
And that was on the carry. That was 16. That was Caden Stowe.
No,
actually, Thomas Miller.
That's Miller.
15-16. Their numbers are too close together. It's going to be West to try to add on the extra point. It's up. And Johan right down the middle, and the Dragons take an early 7-0 lead. We'll be back after this.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office, offering area insurance, is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue, with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
And now the Dragons take an early 7-0 lead, Gary, and will kick off. Just a great run by Miller. He got that outside corner, something we couldn't do against Oneida last week.
No, he turned that up there. He got the corner and was able to turn up the field. And, Miller's got track speed, and he showed it there, Gary.
Johan going to kick it away. He will kick it, and that one's going to be a low line drive. Going to hit about the 10. They'll bobble it, and Nunley bobbles it, now brings it up, and Nunley's going to get dropped right there at the 15. And, Gary, that's a big play by the Dragons special teams.
Yeah, it was. He dropped the ball and kind of, took him to pick it up, couldn't get no steam going, and it was Nathaniel Castellon that came in to make the tackle.
The gunner coming down and making the tackle on that one, and that bobble cost them on that one. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at their own 16-yard line as Dixon will bring his squad up. York on top 7-0, and we've got 9:11 left to go here in the first quarter of play, as it will be Dixon back in the shotgun. Dixon takes the snap. He's going to look out to the left side. He's got a man wide open out there. Got plenty of room. He's just going to lower his head and run over a York player out there, Gary, and pick up a good chunk, about 16 on the carry.
Yeah, a little swing pass. He turned it up. Actually, Isaiah Strong was in coverage there and took a bad angle, just couldn't cover it, and then he runs over Jonah Durham to get a couple extra yards at the end, and a big gain for Grundy County.
So the Yellow Jackets with a 1st and 10 now. Dixon with 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 in the backfield. He gets the snap. He's looking out quick. That quick out again. That's going to be bobbled, and now he's going to get level. They say it's incomplete. Good job by Johan West, because, Gary, that was almost a backward pass.
I never heard a whistle blow, Gary. I saw the referee signal with his hands, but I never heard the whistle, so he leveled him.
Johan laid the wood to him on that one, as number 15 going to think twice next time, maybe just kick it out of bounds.
He should have him in the hands. Probably should have caught that. That was actually 24.
24.
Yeah, 24 was the one that that pass was.
That was Hackworth. They were intended for, and these quick little outs is what they're living and dying on early, Gary.
Yeah, they throw a lot of short passes, you can tell, and they're trying to move it down the field that way.
2nd and 10, they're going to throw it up the middle. They got the big man out there, number 11. He gets through a tackle, still on his feet, rumbles up to a right at midfield. And that's big number 11, I believe, on the reception. That is Trenton Ashley on the catch, Gary.
Yeah, they set up like a little wide receiver, tight end screen in the middle of the field. He caught the ball and had plenty of room to run. Actually, it was Thaddeus Stoneman that came in to make the tackle finally after a big gain.
And, Gary, they got York to bite on that fake to the outside, and then they went right up the middle with it.
Yeah, they did. Faked the out pass and turned it up. They had the screen set up with a blocker, Gary.
And now back in the shotgun. They'll hand it off this time to number 2, and that's Dunley getting about a yard on the carry. So tough sledding up the middle as big number 77 for the Dragons just fell on him there. Big Ricky Clark, and Ricky Bobby, when he falls on you, you're not going to go very far.
No, about 2 on that one. Good job by York, though, to plug up the hole and make the tackle by Ricky Clark.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. As back in the shotgun goes Dixon. Gets the snap. Looking. He's going to throw one out. It's got a man out there. He strung it out, though, too far. Overthrew him. And Gary, that time, 24, Hackworth had gotten behind everybody, and he had a lot of real estate had that been thrown well.
Yep, that was a good pass. He scores on that, Gary. He had broke clearly into the open past 2 York defenders, and had clear sailing, but they couldn't get the pass there.
Dixon threw a wounded duck on that one as it was wobbling and went out of bounds. They didn't even need close. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets. York needs to get some pressure on the quarterback and not getting any much on him. Now he goes across the middle. The big guy going to come down with it for about 12. And that is number 11.
Hackworth again, isn't it?
No, number 11 is Ashley.
Ashley, the tight end of big
Trenton Ashley.
Yeah, big receiver tight end there coming across the middle, make another catch, Gary.
And it's 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets at the 39-yard line. And, Gary, it's a tale of 2 cities in this one. New York running the ball and they're throwing the ball.
Yeah, they are. They've ran twice, I think, so far. Everything else has been a pass.
Dixon takes a snap. He's dropping back, looking across the middle. He's got a man out there. Overthrew him again, and he was trying again for Hackworth, Gary. It's obvious Hackworth's their go-to, him and Ashley are their go-to receivers.
Yeah, it is. You know, they look to number 9, or number 2, Nunley, also, you know, in this offense. But it's obvious those are their 3 guys.
So now it's going to be a 2nd down and 10. And back in the pistol will go Dixon. Looking for the snap, takes it. Drops down. He's going to kick it off quickly to Nunley. And Nunley going to be hit and dropped right there. Great play by the Dragons. Great open field tackle that time by the Dragons, Johan West and number 62. Gary, that is Stockton coming up on the stop.
Yeah, also the first guy that was there was Zach Gibson. He actually wrapped him up and wait for the other guys to come, and good job by him to hold no gain there.
3rd and a dozen now as they lose a couple on that one. And Dixon will go back in the shotgun, look for Clark or Ashley. Crossman now, big rush by the Dragons. He's going to be hit and he's going to be dropped as the Dragons get in there as Stockton comes in, but the initial hit, Gary, by Ty Polk is Polk, the freshman.
Connor Warden in there also, Gary, number 36. I think he may have got him first, and good job by those guys. They had the blitz on. They just broke free. They was trying to set up some kind of screen that got blowed up.
So now it's going to be a punt situation again as Nunley will step back about the 36-yard line. His own 36 to punt it away. York's got Hawks and Durham back deep. Hawks and Durham back deep. The snap, the punt, and Durham going to take it. Durham takes it over the right side, gets up to about the 31-yard line. So York's in pretty good field position to start this one, Gary.
Yeah, good return, 7 or 8 yards there by Jonah. You know, making sure he secured the ball and got it turned up the field. A nice little gain there on the return. York, decent field position once again.
So York will have it 1st and 10 now at their own 31-yard line. And it will be York 1st and 10. York splitting strong, wide out to the left side. They got Gibson in motion. They'll hand to Gibson over the right side, and Gibson going to just power ahead for about 3, Gary.
Yeah, the hole filled up. He kind of leaned sideways and got about 3 out of that. A good, strong run by Zach Gibson.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Dragons. York on top 7-0. We got 4:28 left to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll get jumped on too for not getting the score enough. I can tell that's one thing I don't do is get the score enough. So it's 7-0 York.
That's on you.
That's me, folks. As now the snap, it's going to be Barger handing off to Miller. Miller going to be hit this time. Miller gets away from the first tackle and maybe got a yard, Gary, but he probably should have lost a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think he got a couple. Got out to about the 38-yard line, Gary, so he got close to 3 on that. And good run by Thomas to find a little bit of a crease. You know, we're already seeing some harder running this week than we saw last week, too. The blocking seems to be a little more crisp, and the running's a lot more physical.
So now up will come the Dragons. They need a first down here. They got a 3rd and about 2.5, 3 yards. As up will come a Barger under center. Got a man in motion. And Barger, somebody busted play there as he gets it off and getting the first down and more. That looked like almost a busted play there, Gary, but good running by Miller.
Good ball handling. Nice ball fake. He actually stuck that in front of him and under the stomach of Miller, who come around the left end again. Got about 7 yards. Actually got about 9 yards on that.
I'm not going to lie, Gary. I thought Barger kept it that time. Barger got hit.
It was a great ball fake, and he did a good job ball handling there and throwing the defender off as well as you.
Yeah, the defender actually leveled Barger. He thought he had the ball as well. Now got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle of Big Ben. He'll drop his shoulder down and rumble for about 8. Get him up over to the 45 to the 44 of Grundy County.
Nice run by Ben Cooper, but see, some of the other things they're doing now, this wing T, Gary, and getting the things going around the ends are going to loosen up that middle, and Ben can take it up in the 8 gap between the center and the guard, and got 8 yards on that one. Nice run.
So Cooper now back in the backfield. You've got Barger under center. Dalton calling out the plays. Now got a man in motion, going to hand off to Gibson. Kind of range up. Gibson breaks free. Gibson's going to break free, and he's headed to pay dirt. Gibson all the way for a touchdown, Dragons.
Great run. They about ran over each other on the exchange, and that actually threw the blocker off, Gary, and Gibson able to run freely. I don't think he was touched.
I don't think so either.
So
he rumbles in for the touchdown. The Dragons now with 2:41 left to go in the first quarter, lead at 13-0, and this is definitely a different look than what we saw last week from the Dragons.
Yeah, it is. A lot more crisp, a lot more precise, seeing some good things offensively.
And Johan's going to drill the extra point. It's good, and the Dragons go up now 14-0.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh-cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Conditioned heating and cooling.
2:41 left to go here in quarter number 1, and Gary, the Dragons in command of this one early.
Yeah, they are, and a couple of touchdowns looking good. You want to see some of that consistency come back, and it has this week, Gary, and they've looked great on their first 2 offensive drives. Got to shore up the defense a little bit. If this quarterback can complete a pass or two, Grundy or County may have scored.
And now Nunley going to bring it back, and Nunley's going to be dropped at the 29-yard line. Good run back by Nunley on that one. Good job by the Dragons, number 35 on the stop. Huddleston coming up. Kirby on the stop. Eli on the stop.
Yeah, good job by Eli there. Able to field that ball cleanly and get up the field. Got a decent return out of it. But we've seen their quarterback have a couple open guys downfield. He's just missed them. And, York shore that up a little bit here and see where they can go with this.
They need to get a little more pressure on Dixon. It's hard to throw when you're laying on your back, folks. So York going to try to get some rush in on Dixon. Dixon takes snap. He's going to pitch it out to the left side. That one to Nunley, and Nunley's going to get about a yard and maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah, moved it out to about the 31. They'll give him 2 on that one. So
good pursuit by York on that one.
That was just a slow developing play. The pitch was bad, kind of got him off guard. Nunley, coming around the corner, and he really never got a chance to build up a full head of steam.
So York now will see the Yellow Jackets come up with a 2nd and about 8. As it will be Dixon in the shotgun. He's got Nunley behind him. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Watch the big guy, number 11 here, wherever he is. They like to go to number 11 as now they'll drop back. They're looking out. They're going to throw it out, and that one's way overthrown. They intended that one for number 21, and that would – I don't have a 21 on my roster.
Yeah, they had number 15 out there also, and that's Kirby Mitchell, I think. And Johan West had it covered with both of them pretty good. So he was there to make a play regardless of which one he might have got to if it was a little lower.
Okay, it was Bryson Aiden they were aiming for. Aiden, or Braden, I should say. Braden, incomplete, was the intended receiver. Now it's 3rd and long for the Yellow Jackets. They'll snap. Looking. Now York's getting some heat on him. They'll throw it out there. Got a man out there, but he underthrew that one to Nunley. Way offline, Gary, and that's going to bring up a 4th and kick. So the Yellow Jackets, Gary, do the 1-2-3 kick. And it's about time for York to get the ball back.
Hayden Clark providing the rush there, finally broke through and flushed him out of the pocket, had him off balance, and he just couldn't get anything on the throw, Gary, and, was able to move him out of the pocket, throw it incomplete.
97 seconds left to go here in the quarter. York on top 14-0, getting ready to get the ball back. As they got a new punter in there now, and this guy will take the snap, get behind. Ooh, that one. I think they might not want to go back to the other one. That one's a very short punt, going to roll all the way back to the 45. Gary, I think if you look at that one, he might have got about a 14-yard kick on that one total.
Actually, 13.
13.
It was at the 32, officially they say, and they're going to mark that at the 45-yard line. So 13 yards on the punt. Bad thing is his defenders late hit and roll back 5 yards. So it rolled back York's direction 5 yards before they ever got on it.
And I was told that was the quarterback back there punting that time. So that may have been even a chance at a fake play. And now York's going to have a miscue there, and that's going to be rode down really quick. Gary, that time misread it, and he just didn't have nobody to give it to.
Yeah, the big thing is Jonah Durham came in and take that snap, and Barger's back in the game now, but Jonah Durham lined up at quarterback for that one, then they missed the handoff, it looked like, Gary, and he got wrapped up quickly.
As now it's going to be Barger under center. Takes the snap. Barger going to hand it off up the middle, and that's going to be Big Ben rolling all the way up to the 31-yard line and a first down. Grizz, he picks up about 15 on the carry.
Nice run there. Just handed it off to the up guy. Make the little motion, option out of that. And Cooper had clear running through the line, Gary, and big about 15-yard gain there.
About one more play in this quarter as we're down to 40 seconds left to go in the quarter, and York will come up leading it 14-0 as we head to the end of the first quarter. Barger under center. Barger got Castellon. He's going to hand it off to Castellon right side. Castellon going to be tripped up after a couple of yards. So Nathaniel gets a couple, and that may be the last play of the quarter, Gary, but York looking strong early in this one.
Yeah, they are. Got about 3 on that, so it'll be 2nd and 7 as we start the second quarter, Gary.
Yeah, we're down to 10 seconds. I don't think they'll have to snap it, so we'll probably be going to into the first quarter. It does appear that York's not going to come and take the snap, so we'll go to the end of the first quarter. York on top, 14-zip, and moving the football.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions, like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck, en route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
At Hall Family Pharmacy, we are breaking the chain of large chain pharmacies. With our new local low-cost prescription program, this hometown pharmacy is meeting and beating chain pharmacy prices. We are excited to offer a full list of generic prescriptions starting as low as $3. To see if your prescription is offered at these new low costs, check the list on our website, hallfamilypharmacy.com, or give us a call today at either Hall Family Pharmacy location. Hall Family Pharmacy, breaking the chain of national chain pharmacies.
And back here, Gary, we're getting ready to second half. We'll take a look at the stats here in just most second quarter, I should say. York on top, 14-0. They'll take it this time. They're going to pitch it out this time over the right side. Now it is Castellon. Going to be dropped right about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Gary, he may have got a couple of yards out of that. Not too much, though.
And I'll tell you what, folks, we're going to give away, we got 2 tickets to tomorrow's UT football game we're going to be giving away. If you're the first caller at halftime with that, tell Bob the halftime score. You got to give the right score now. And we got 2 tickets to UT game. That's coming up at halftime. You got to wait till halftime, though, so keep listening so you know what the score is. As Barger now going to get under center. Barger takes the snap. Hands it off this time to Miller. Miller going to go inside and pick up a couple more yards, Gary. They're going to be 4th and short, and this definitely 4-down territory for the Dragons.
Yeah, I would think so, Gary. And, a tough run by Miller there had got kind of tangled up a little bit, and him and Barker did on the handoff. Really couldn't get it going, and it just was a slow developing play.
As now back up to under center goes Barger. Got Cooper in the backfield. 4th and about 3 for the Dragons. Got a man in motion. They'll give it to Miller. Miller's got Ben Cooper out in front of him. He should get the first. He does. Still on his feet. Spins away from one. Spins away from another. Still on his feet. Spins into the end zone for...
Called him out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, they called him out of bounds. Looks like about the 10-yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and goal now for the Dragons, but another good run by Cooper, who just kept spinning until he got free, Gary, and gets the first down.
Yeah, he did. Great spin, kept spinning, and looks like that's going to be about the 8-yard line, Gary, where they've got that marked at here.
So 1st and goal.
Officially.
1st and goal for the Dragons from the 9-yard line as Barger comes up. Barger under center. Takes a snap.
He
dropped the football, and
I believe he got back on
I think Barger comes back up with it, Gary, but that could be costly. You got to hang on that football.
Yeah, you do, but he never got the snap cleanly, Gary. He dropped it out of the snap exchange, and he just never got back on it, or never got a clean handle on it and had to fall on it.
Now, York dominated that first quarter, Gary. They had 132 yards to rush into 6 for Grundy County.
Yeah, it was obvious they dominated on the ground in the first quarter.
And now in motion, it's going to be...
That's Gibson.
Gibson on the handoff. Gibson gets up to about the 7, and that's going to be 3rd down now and goal from the 7, Gary.
Yeah, it is. And not much running in there. That time got hung up, pretty quick. And I couldn't get out across the line, or, the hole was there. It just filled up quickly, Gary.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and a goal from the 7. Barger under center. Got a man in motion. Going to hand off Cooper. He's got a man in front of him. He bangs straight ahead. He's going to be just shy of the goal line, Gary.
I believe he's about to the 2-yard line, from what I can see here, Gary. And it's going to be 4th and goal from right at the 2, I believe.
9:04 left to go here in the first half. Don't forget, at halftime.
Actually, that may be about the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
A bad spot on that. Originally, it looked like it was closer.
So it's going to be 4th and goal. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll be giving away 2 tickets to tomorrow's UT game. You got to be the first caller to call in and tell Bob the score at halftime once we get to halftime. And we got a timeout call by York. Before we do that, let's remind you we'll have that giveaway coming up at halftime, so be sure to be listening for that. And we'll have that coming up just a few.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
Gary got a 4th and 4 here, and the Dragons, it's decision time for them. And I don't think it's going to be much of a decision. I think they'll go for it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. You got a good field goal kicker in West, but has been nursing a little bit of a leg injury. I guess Coach Wright thinks this is time to go for it.
And now they're going to hand it off up the middle of Big Ben, and he'll rumble forward for a touchdown! Touchdown, Dragons! Barger on the carry, so Barger with the carry. It looked like he had off Ben. Evidently, Ben was blocking for him, but Barger gets in the end zone, Gary, and the Dragons now got a 3-score lead.
Yeah, a great run there by Barger, and to just get that in the end zone kind of had me fooled on that one. That he got in for the touchdown and extra point pending. It's actually going to be 21-0 here early in the second quarter, Gary.
And the Dragons are up 21-0 as Johan puts that one through. It's 21-0 York with 8:35 to go in the half.
Twin Lakes is building a fiber broadband network that gives you the connection you need to experience the gig difference. You deserve to stream without buffering, stay connected, or run a business with speed and reliability. With Twin Lakes fiber broadband, you'll have access to speeds up to 1 gig. That's 1,000 megabits per second. With fiber, you'll also have reliable voice solutions, robust TV services, and security and smart control systems for your home or business. Work fast, play hard with fiber from Twin Lakes. Learn more by visiting us online at www.twinlakes.net. Some restrictions apply. Speeds not available in all areas.
Well, the Dragons should be up 21-0, Gary. It shows 20-0 on the scoreboard. They didn't put up the extra point, but the point after was good by Johan West.
Yeah, somebody will tell them here in a minute. It never fails, so somebody will tell them they'll get it up there, but it's 21-0. York looking good, rolling right now.
The Dragons on top by 3 scores. 8:35 left to go here in the first half of play. It's 21-0, and West going to kick it away. And that one's going to hit and roll, picked up at the 10. And he gets out to the outside. He's got some running room. York, Johan West bumps him, and then he's brought down. Good job by West to slow him up, and then a good job there. Was that Castellon coming out and making a tackle?
That was Castellon that come in to make the tackle there, and a good saving tackle there. Johan could slow him down. They can make the tackle.
And they still haven't put the extra point up for York, but they did signal good on that extra point, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It was right down the middle.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, but we got a chop block on the Yellow Jackets, Gary, and that's going to back them up even more.
Yeah, that'll back them up 15 yards, so that's going to put it at about the 20-yard line where they'll scrimmage from here, Gary, to start this drive.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Actually, they're marking it from the 27, so they'll mark it all the way back, half the distance way it should be here, so about the 13.5-yard line.
So it's going to be even a bigger deficit for the Yellow Jackets. They find themselves even in a deeper hole.
Actually, he only marked it back 10 yards, so we thought it should be half distance, and they're going to start from the 17.
And now they've got it up on the scoreboard. It's 21-0 with 8:23 to go here in the first half of play. Dixon in the shotgun. He's going to throw that quick out again. And he's got some room over the left side. He's still on his feet, still rumbling. Going to be pushed out of bounds after about a 12-yard gain in the 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, good run after the catch, and that's number 11 again.
Ashley.
Ashley on the catch, and he just kind of floated out there on, out towards the sideline. They throw him the ball. He turns it up the field, Gary, for about 11.
1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. We go into the 8-minute mark here in the first half. Don't forget at halftime, if you're the first caller with the correct score at halftime, you got 2 tickets for UT game now. Quick out. Hey, Gary, that one's wrapped up quickly. Good job that time by the Dragons, number 36.
Actually, that was 30. That's 38, actually, I think, Gary. I think that was being Cooper.
Cooper out there.
No, it may be
36 is West.
Yeah.
Or Warden, I should say. Connor Warden.
Connor Warden out there on the tackle. It was 36.
Good pursuit.
They got the ball out to Nunley there, and just not much running room.
2nd and 8 now as drop back Dixon going to air one out. He's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught at the 33-yard line. A good catch there. A great throw by Dixon, Gary, and I'm not sure who called the one.
That was 21 on the catch, it looks like.
21 would be Bryson Braden on the reception.
Yeah, he made the catch. Thomas Miller out there in coverage and, had decent coverage, just missed it.
So now it's going to be the quarterback in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Dixon looking out. He's going to throw it out this time the other side. And that's going to be a great job by the Dragons defense. Great job by Strong out there to come up and bottle that one up.
Yeah, they threw that out there to Nunley, and Nunley nowhere to run. Good job by Isaiah Strong there to make the tackle a couple yard loss, about the 4-yard loss.
It's good, a good loss. It looks almost back to about 6, Gary, because looks like it's going to be second and
15.
15. So.
Yeah, so lost 5 on that one.
Good D by the Dragons as they get that one out quickly. Dixon in the shotgun again. Dixon dropping, looking, now getting rushed, and he got to get a rag on that one. We're going to get flagged, and now coming up pushing is number 52. And Gary, 52, drug York's player down and got a hold on it, so that's going to back him up even more.
Yeah, he definitely had him held. He had him beat and had to hold him to keep him from getting to the quarterback at Dixon, and the flag thrown right away, and still a great play defensively. Would have lost a yard or two, but I'm sure York will take this penalty.
Yeah, that's backing them up as now the Yellow Jackets, that's back from the spot of the foul as well, so the Yellow Jackets backing up quicker than the French Army at this point.
Yeah, they're back in York their territory again at the 43-yard line.
So now it's going to be second and really long for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to throw that one out to number 11. He's going to try to bring it up and gets tackled at about the 46-yard line. Gets a few of it back, Gary, but they still got a long way to get a first down. They got to go to Grundy Lager before they get this first down.
They got to get to the 24-yard line, so they're 30 yards.
So it's I'm not sure. I'm not how many teams have a 3rd and 30.
Actually, they're marking at the 46-yard line, so yeah, still they got to get 28 yards.
So 28 yards.
30, or actually 30. It'd be 30 yards. Should be 3rd and 30. 3rd and 32. 3rd and 32, actually.
So a lot of yardage. As Dixon goes back in the shotgun, got one man behind him in Nunley. Takes the snap, drops, looking. He'll throw it deep again. York's got a man there. York's going to pick it off. Barger with the interception.
Nice play by Dalton Barger. That ball thrown over the head of him and the receiver. But he had the coverage on it, able to jump up and grab the ball out of the air and make the interception.
And that's all the way to the 25-yard line. And, Gary, he was going just deep enough to get that first down, but he didn't expect Barger to go up and pull that one out of the air.
No, he didn't. And that was Nunley on the route there and just overthrew him. And Barger there to pick it off.
5:20 left to go here in the first half. 21-0 York. Headed toward halftime of this one. Under center goes Barger. And now we're going to have a timeout called, I believe, by York.
Yeah, something wrong with the formation there. Had to call timeout here.
Timeout on the field with 5:20 left to go here in the first half. It's 21-0 York.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Meta-Through Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
First and 10 for the Dragons at their own 25-yard line on a warm night here at Grundy County High School. Gary, I'm sweating like I bet on UT last week.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
So it's gonna be a first down for the Dragons as the Dragons have it first and 10, their own 25-yard line. Got a man in motion. He'll give it off up the middle of Big Ben. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get about a 13-yard gain for a first and 10. Dragons at the 38.
Yeah, nice run by Ben Cooper right up the middle. Drug 2 or 3 with him the last couple of yards and did move it out to the 38-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Dragons.
The Dragons moving the football pretty much at will, Gary. They've had the ball 3 times. They've scored all 3 times.
Yeah, things just look so much crisper this week. I ain't blame part of that on Oneida, but part of that was on York, too, and they've really shored up some things this week.
Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Ball goes over to Castellon. Castellon breaks a tackle. He's going to pick up about a dozen, and that's going to be another first down for the Dragons.
Yeah, he moves it out to midfield, gets 12, so it'll be 1st and 10 Dragons at midfield.
York moving the ball pretty much at will, Gary, and it's all running.
No passes yet, and being effective with the ground game, and that short spread and better to be able to run the football, and they're running it well here through a quarter and 2/3.
And now we've got just under 4.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. York on top 21-0. In motion. This time they're going to hand it off to Castellon left side. Castellon got a block around front of him. He's going to pick up about 7 before he's tripped up.
That was some nice nifty running out of the big man. He dodged 2 or 3 tacklers on the ground before they could finally wrap him up. Gets a gain of about 6 on that.
I'm not going to make any excuses for Grundy County, Gary, but they are without their head coach tonight, as their head coach Tracy Hayworth, that second game suspension for him.
Yeah, they are without their head coach. Maybe runs over into the field a little bit here, but York's got a lot to do with this. They're playing well tonight.
As the Dragons moving the football, 3:40 left to go here in the quarter. They're going to give it off to Miller left side. Miller's going to cut back inside, and he's going to be tackled and dropped at just about the 41-yard line.
Gary, you have to turn that ball up the field. He had it broke free, broke past the line of scrimmage, and had a couple of defenders in front of him, and rather than following his block, he tried to shift in the middle of the field and dart, and that'll drive Coach Wright crazy. You got to run that ball hard and follow your blocks.
North and south, not east and west. You got to run it.
He gave up a first down too. He had, and now he's got them actually in 3rd and short.
And they'll toss it over to Cooper, and Cooper going to drive ahead. He's going to be
short.
He's going
to be short by. Not much. Maybe short by about a yard.
Depending on where mark, this official is showing right about the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40. I can't tell exactly where the feet marker is on the far side.
Boy, that's close, and they are signaling. They're going to signal for a measurement, I believe.
They're actually going to get a timeout, I believe, by the Yellow Jackets. Taking timeout on the field. We've got 2:35 to go in the first half. 21-0, York.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilize, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons! I still dream about.
Gary, we've got a 4th and about a yard. The Dragons moving the ball effectively. You have to think they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, you do, and they've been able to get the tough yards when they need them, Gary, and, going to be looking for one right here to get, at least to get a first down, keep this drive moving.
I may have Barger just put his shoulder down behind Strong and head right up the middle. We'll see what they do here. It's going to be 4th and short for the Dragons. 2:35 left to go in the first half. And they're going to fake it, and it's going to be Barger on the keeper, and Barger's going to get the first down. And
fumble.
And the ball came loose, but that was well after the down.
They're calling it down. So
one official threw the marker in, but, geez, he's almost back to the huddle before he threw the marker in.
Yeah, and it's a good run by Barger out to about the 38-yard line. That'll get them 3 in the first down, Gary.
But Barger's got to hang on the ball, Gary. Even if you're going down, you got to hang on that ball.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to rip it out.
Desperate times call for desperate measures at this point. That's what Yellow Jackets are trying to do now, trying to get that ball. And this time Barger going to drop it again. It's on the ground, and
I believe York's on it again, I think. Yeah, actually Castellan, I think, come up with it. So going to be a no gain on that one, Gary.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Dragons, and that time looked like Barger may have stepped out before the snap. Gary stepped back, and the exchange was bad between him and the center.
Yeah, you got to get that exchange. You know, he's done a pretty good job of that through the first couple of games, but having a little trouble with it tonight.
As now up will come Barger under center. He's got one man in the backfield. Cooper, he's going to hand it out this time over the right side. It's Castellan. Castellan put down his shoulder, and he's going to rumble all the way to 23.
Nice run by Castellan there down to the 23-yard line. That'll stop the clock while the chains move. York not calling timeout right now at the moment.
And they've got all their timeouts, right?
Yeah, they do. The clock not moving yet. It's starting to move now, though, Gary. York.
Taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah, 24-yard line, you got to have a little bit of urgency here, you would think.
70 seconds left to go here in the first half. York on top 21-0. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Miller left side. Miller trying to get outside. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock. And he picks up about half of the distance they needed for the first down, Gary.
Yeah, you got about 4 or 5 out of that one. Just ran that off the left end, off the edge of the tackle, and swinging it. They string it out pretty good towards the sideline, but he's still able to get about 4 out of that, I guess.
Gary, you'd like to punch this in with no time left on the clock and go in up 28-0. If you do that, you're one score away from the second half taking that mercy rule and making this a really quick ball game.
Yeah, you are, and York been effective down here. Let's see what they've got.
York in the red zone. They'll take and drop him back. Barger's rolling out. Barger's looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw that. Got him in. Oh, right through the hands of the receiver.
That was actually Jonah Durham in at quarterback.
Oh, Durham in at quarterback.
Yeah, making that throw, and a good throw just dropped out there in the flat.
Yeah, that time hit Miller in the worst possible place in the hands, and he dropped it, Gary.
Yeah, so it'll be third down. It's they say 3rd and 5. It looks like something about 20. It's about 3rd 5 to 6 here, and York got to come up with a play. 51.4 seconds to go in the half.
Of course, so it is 4-down territory here as York in the red zone at about the 16-yard line. Take the snap. And this time, Barger, he's got a man wide open out there, and the throw there is going to be caught for a touchdown, Dragons!
Oh, nice play, rolled out. I believe that's Stoneman, Thaddeus Stoneman on the catch, and he broke wide open out there, Gary. There wasn't nobody within 10 yards of him.
Hey, Gary, he looked like everybody owed him money. They were so far away from him as he scores
great
easy.
Play, great throw, great execution. Good job by the Dragons.
So it's going to be 27-0 now for the Dragons with 39.9 seconds left to go here in the quarter. And West will try to tack on the 28th point. It's up. That one is good with 39.9 seconds to go in the half. York leads it 28-0.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
And, Gary, it was Durham on the throw on that one. Durham with a great pass, and this younger part of the Clark Range connection.
Two great passes. The first one dropped by Miller. Thoman able to catch that one wide open. He better caught it.
Yeah.
He didn't have anybody. When you see this on the replay, there was nobody within 15 yards of him.
You'd have thought that the Yellow Jackets had already gone to the concession stand as he was wide open in that one.
28-0 is the big thing here, Gary, as York's going to kick off here, try to run these 39.9 seconds off to end the half.
Don't forget now, be the first caller at the half with the score. Tell Bob the score. And you can pick up those 2 tickets to the UT game tomorrow against Brigham Young University. And that one's going to be a little short squibber. He'll be taken by the up man. And he will get back to about the 36-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's number 21 for Grundy County, one of their skill players.
That is Braden.
Braden on the return. Not much of one. They able to collapse on that quickly.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 Yellow Jackets. They can throw the ball, Gary. We've seen Dixon throw some pretty long passes. So York's got to be ready for his little bit of desperation time for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, they've got time to run probably 3 plays here. Maybe they might run 4, depending on what happens. But York got to be ready to defend this. They have 3 to the left and rain a 4th one. 4 receivers wide to the left.
And they're going to throw it out that quick out. This time that's going to be a throwback to the quarterback. That's going to be picked off by Johan West. Johan on the left side. He's got a whole lot of green in front of him. He's headed down the sideline for
he's down
at the 1-yard line. Johan dove for the end zone, Gary, but just didn't get there with 20 seconds to go. York's got a play, and a little trickery by the Yellow Jackets. That didn't fool anybody.
Yeah, that was a little swing pass out here to number 15, who 15 is Kobe Michael, and he made a ill-advised pass. Right, there were 2 Dragons in front of the receiver, so one of them were going to get it, and easily got it. And Johan, it looked like he might score. He had a whole line of traffic in front of him, and they were able to get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that's number 9 coming off. That is the quarterback.
Yeah,
that's Jacob Dixon.
That's Dixon, and he's got a leg issue here, and not sure what's wrong there.
York has a couple of timeouts left to go here in the quarter, so York with 1st and goal from the 1 as West. That's last week Gary West had one. If he'd have intercepted it, he had nothing but pay dirt on that one. Here tonight, he almost took it to the house.
Yeah, if he waited, you don't know to do this, but if you wait on a couple of those blockers, set the blocks, he scores easily. But instead, York's in good business here on the 1-yard line.
York with a 1st and goal of the 1, 28-0. 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. And this Grundy County crowd is quieter than a weekend mass at this point. Hand it off over to Miller. Miller going to go into the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons.
Pretty easy play there. That thing just around the left end. Nobody touched him. Just ran it into the corner of the end zone. Be 34-0, pinning the extra point here.
And West now will try to tack on the extra point as the Dragons now up 34-0. And the cheerleaders trying to pump up this Grundy County crowd, Gary, and that's about like
they're already walking off for halftime.
That's like trying to pump up a week-old corpse at this point.
Extra point was good.
Point is good. Johan drills this one, and the Dragons with 13 ticks here to go in the quarter lead it now 35-0.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
And Gary, the Dragons coming away with another score as they have now a 35-0 lead. And the start of that second half, you're going to be in the mercy rule, and it's going to go really quick in.
Yeah, it is. Got to go and get the kickoff here, and I don't know if they get a play run. They get one play, I guess, before the half will run out, and then the second half, that'll run quickly.
And now the kick's going to be a short one. Take a big hop, and the back man Nunley will take it. Nunley tucks it, and he's trying to get outside, spins, and he's dropped at the 41-yard line. And Gary, had Nunley been able to keep his balance, he had some real estate ahead of him.
Yeah, he did. Had broken free there and kind of had got it out there, tripped up and over his own feet and fell, and that'll be the end of the half. The clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this one, and our halftime score, 35-0 York. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Mark your calendars. You are invited to the Twin Lakes annual meeting of members on October 5th. Join us at the Jackson County Middle School as we recap the past year and prepare for the next. Registration runs from noon to 2 p.m. and don't forget to bring your ID. There will be great door prizes and gifts. You will not want to miss this event. Visit one of our 7 local offices for more information. We hope to see you there.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward, and Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions, like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck. En route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Philip Hall, owner of Hall Family Pharmacy in Jamestown and Clark Range, invites you to the new Hall's Sports and Outdoors, now open in downtown Jamestown. Hall's Sports and Outdoors carries top quality sporting equipment and accessories from top names like Costa, Timberland, and more.
Stop in at the new Hall's Sports and Outdoors for everything you need for the woods and field. Jamestown has a new sporting goods store, Hall's Sports and Outdoors, at the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue across from the historic courthouse in Jamestown.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh-cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
It goes out to Renee Guffey, our winner of those 2 UT tickets, and Renee just stopped by and picked those up at the station, as she was the first caller to call in and tell you that York is on top at the half, 35-0. Gary, a good first half offensively for the Dragons.
Yeah, good first half of football, Gary. Gave up a few yards on that first drive, but they haven't given up a whole lot since, and a good job by both sides. Special teams, don't leave them out there playing well also.
So it's time now for the Old Ben Franklin halftime stats, brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Folks, Fords are just cheaper in the country. Go by and see the guys in Wartburg and check out what kind of deal you can get from Old Ben Franklin Ford. We'll be back with our halftime stats right after this.
Hi, folks. Bruce Babb, Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. Summer heat got you down? Give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD and let us get you a sizzling hot deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle. We have a great selection of new inventory, including the all-new 2020 Ford Explorer. We have discounts up to $10,000 on all in-stock vehicles, and don't forget our zero down $199 a month Ford Fiesta. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles with 5 trucks under $10,000. Whatever you're looking for, come and see us or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. If we don't have it, we'll find it for you. We have faithfully been serving East Tennessee for 3.5 years, and our customer satisfaction is in the top 2%. Let us show you why. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country. Give us a call or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. Come and see us today, 1-877-NEW-FORD.
Halftime of this one, and it's 35-0. Gary, give us our halftime stats.
Well, you mentioned the score. York, 10 first downs in the first half, and 27 rushes, 218 yards. Gary, 1 of 2 through the air for 20 yards. 29 total plays, 238 yards. For Grundy County, 5 first downs. There's 6 rushes for -6 yards. It's 8 of 16 through the air for 90 yards, but 2 interceptions, 22 total plays, 84 yards. York winning time of possession 12-24 to 11-36. York just dominating the game, Gary. Individually, Thomas Miller, 8 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Zach Gibson, 3 carries for 49 and a touchdown. Ben Cooper, 5 carries, 43 yards. And Nathaniel Castellon, 5 carries, 37 yards. And, of course, Durham, 1 of 2 through the air. He probably should only have 1 if the first one been called. 1 of 2 for 20 yards and a touchdown. That went to Thaddeus Stoneman, 20 yards on the touchdown. For Grundy County, Evan Nunley, 5 carries, 5 yards. Jacob Dixon, 1 carry for -11. Dixon, 8 of 16 through the air for 90 yards, 2 interceptions. Of course, we saw him hobble off there at the end of the first half, so it didn't look like he was going to be coming back either. Receiving, it was Trenton Ashley, 5 catches, 56 yards. Holden Hargis, 1 for 37. Bryson Brayton, 1 for 2. And Evan Nunley, 1 for -5. For your tackling, Nathaniel Castellon got 4 total tackles. Johan West, Isaiah Strong, and Connor Warden, each with 3. Scoring in the first quarter, 9:18 to go, it was Thomas Miller, 43 yards. Johan West with the kick. 2 plays, 48 yards, 42 seconds. It was 7-0. 2:41 to go in the first quarter. It was Zach Gibson on a 44-yard run. Johan West with the kick, 5 plays, 69 yards. 2 minutes and 1 second. It's 14-0. 8:35 to go in the half. It was Dalton Barger on a 3-yard run. Johan West with the kick, and 10 plays, 45 yards, 4 minutes, 52 seconds, 21-0. 38 seconds to go in the half. It was Thaddeus Stoneman on a 20-yard pass from Jonah Durham. Johan West with the kick, 11 plays, 75 yards. Nice drive, Gary, 28-0. And then 13 seconds to go, it was Miller from 1 yard out. West with the kick, 35-0. Your halftime score.
Couple of big interceptions as well, Gary. Those interceptions by Barger and by Johan, especially that one by Johan, set up first and goal at the 1, and that made it 35-0. And we're right at the mercy rule right now.
We are at the mercy rule. The clock ran out at the first half, and it'll run continuously through the second half now. And, if you're York, you want to be in that spot, Gary. It's a nice place to be.
Hey, I'll tell you, this game with the mercy rule, folks, this game could be over quicker than a Miley Cyrus marriage after this one. So you want to hang around for it because we got the second half coming up in just a moment. But right now, we're going to take you back to the station as we would say our halftime stats brought to you by the good folks at Old Ben Franklin Ford. Folks, Fords are cheaper in the country. And back here at Grundy County High School, getting set for the second half to get underway. Gary, York on top 35-0. This second half could go really quick.
Yeah, we're going to be under the mercy rule. The clock's going to run, Gary. So York also going to receive the second half kickoff here as well. So, this is going to go by quick. Going to run fast.
It looks like number 9's back out there, Gary, their quarterback. He seems to be okay.
Yeah, they actually got him. Looks like they got him, taped up or something. It looked like he had a ankle sprain, a pretty good one too. And but he's over here looking like he's getting ready to play.
And Gary, right here, maybe an onside kick by Grundy County. What do you got to lose?
You only got 4 men up, so trying to do something right here.
All right, tried the throw back to the quarterback, which didn't work, and now they're going to kick off here in the second half, trailing 35-0. And the kick's going to be a low line driver. It's going to go all the way, take a big hop, and York will bring it from the 12. Back up to the 20, 25, breaking the tackle, now dropping the football, but getting right back on it. Gary was the return man.
That was Wyatt Hawks on the return. That's just stripped right out of his hand. Fortunately able to fall on it, Gary, right at the 35-yard line. A good return.
Yeah, he almost had that one broke, Gary. Had they not stripped the ball, he had a lot of room ahead of him.
Yeah, York getting a lot of breaks tonight. They're getting on all these fumbles they're dropping. They have fumbled at least 3 snaps and now fumbled a kickoff return and able to get on all of them.
And right now we got a yellow jacket down on the field. So while we got a break, we'll take a break after we tell you start of the second half. It's 35-0.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteers for you.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
And Ethan Brady being helped off the field for the Yellow Jackets, Gary. And York's got it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, York in good field position. Hawk's able to get on the fumble after he got stripped away from him, but York going to try to move it again here.
And York will come up wing T formation. Barger under center. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Cooper up the middle, and Cooper going to get about a yard, and he's going to be driven down. Grundy County adjusting to that there in halftime, Gary.
Yeah, got maybe 2 on that one, Gary. A good tough run for a couple of yards. Probably should have been stopped for no gain.
If you just tuned in, York scored on every possession they had in the first half and lead it 35-0. And they've also come up with 2 interceptions. As York will come up now with a 2nd and about 8 for the first down. It'll be handoff to Miller, left side. Miller going to cut back in, and Miller's going to get maybe a couple more yards. It's going to be 3rd and long, Gary.
Yeah, he moved it out to about the 39-yard line, Gary. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here for York. Haven't been in long yardage very much tonight.
That's true. They've converted on all their 4th down plays. When they went in 4th down plays, they went for it and have converted on all of them.
They have, haven't not missed on a conversion. Every time they've had the ball, they've scored tonight, a touchdown. So, got to get 6 here, though, on 3rd down.
That's a great percentage, going 5 for 5 in the first half. Barger under center, got a man in motion, going to get off to Miller. Miller's got some blockers out in front. Miller's going to cut back. He's got the first down before he's ran out of bounds at about the 49-yard line, looks like.
Actually, they're going to mark him about the 47-yard line, actually. So, still, he got a gain of 8 on that one. A good run by Miller.
Need 6, got 8. That's always good.
First down, Dragons, and that's going to keep this clock running.
Now we got a penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty was. It's on the far side, but it's holding against York. That'll back them up 10. That's going to make it 3rd and real long.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and about 16 now, Gary. Actually, they're marking it at the 31-yard line. Be 3rd and 14, so York long distance here.
9:18 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 35-0 York. Now York with 2 out to the right side. York's got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off. They're going to toss it out this time to Castellon. He's trying to get outside, but he's not going to get there, Gary. He's going to get up to about the 35 and then be driven back. It's going to be 4th down and about 11 for the Dragons, and we may see the first punt of the night by York.
Yeah, he got back to about a yard short. Scrimmage will mark it 35-yard line. So it will be 4th and 10 for the Dragons here.
So we'll see our first punt of the night by the Dragons, and I believe that's West back to punt it away.
Actually, that is not West. That's Thomas Miller.
Miller's back. So Miller's back to punt it away.
Nunley will be deep along with number 24 for Grundy County.
Yeah, Nunley and I believe that is Hackworth back there, and it's going to hit, and it's going to take a big bounce drive. Hackworth back to the – now he's going to throw it back, and York's got that well scouted. They got him taking it over to the sideline. Nunley's going to get around the edge. Nunley's going to be brought down, Gary. We may have a flag on that. York close to horse collar.
They threw the flag, Gary, so probably going to get called for this one. going to put Grundy County out near midfield to start this drive.
So it's probably the best field position of the night for the Yellow Jackets. So see where they move it out to. And it's going to be marked off from the 34-yard line.
About the 33-yard line, so they'll put this about the 48-yard line. That's where Grundy County will start from.
I'm beginning to think they might have marked this field last year.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see any of the numbers or anything. And when the action gets to our right down here at an angle, you can't really tell anything about it.
I'm moving room to room.
Yeah, you're right in the middle there. You have a wall.
And so now it's going to be Dixon back in. Dixon seems to be okay. He's back in. He's in the shotgun, takes the snap, and drops the football. Yorks picks it up, and it's going to be dropped down the 41-yard line.
That was Gibson. That ball landed right in his hands, and he had running room. If he got by one guy, he's probably scoring, Gary.
And Grundy County, their third turnover, Gary, and that's you could say they've loaded the old shotgun up and shot all their toes and now working on their feet at this point.
Yeah, you can. That ball just bounced right out, Gary, and up in the air right into Gibson's hands. Great job by him. Good knowledge. See that, pick it up, took off running, got 7 or 8 yards before they drug him down.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Dragons. Dragons get the ball right back at the 41 of the Yellow Jackets. Got a man in motion. They'll hand it off to Gibson. Gibson over the left side, going to pick up about 4.
Yeah, Gibson gets it down to about the 38-yard line, Gary, so that'll be a gain of 3.
We're going under the 6-minute mark now with York on top 35-0 here in the third quarter.
Clock running, it's going by fast. Grundy County can't fumble on their first play, so York had the ball the whole second half so far.
They finally got the stop, Gary, and then turn it right back over. So now the Dragons with the football and 5.5 minutes to play in the quarter. They're going to take it up the middle, and that's not going to get much at all.
I believe that was Cooper on the carry. Being Cooper maybe got a yard.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 for the Dragons, Gary. And this is pretty much same distance they had last time before they got the penalty.
Yeah, it's looking at 3rd and 8 here, so big 3rd down for York again.
I think that's a little closer than 8. I think the clock keeper must be looking diagonally.
They've got to get to the 30, so it's 7.5 anyhow.
Yeah.
So.
And now the Dragon's going to drop back. It's going to be Barger rolling out. He'll throw it out there. Got a man out there. They're caught by Castellon as Castellon goes out of bounds.
That'll be a 1st down. That's about the 28-yard line.
That was a tough throw by Barger, Gary. He was rolling to the other side, and he threw that back kind of across his body, able to make a good play on it.
Yeah, floated it a little bit, but had to get over to the line of defense and get in the hands of Castellon.
And so York now with more pass yardage than they've had all season here tonight, Gary.
Yeah, they have when they've thrown the ball, they've looked good doing it so far tonight, Gary. Of course, they haven't missed on too much here tonight.
Up comes Barger under center. He's got a man in motion, gives it off to Castellon right side. He'll rumble ahead and gets to about the 26.
Yeah, gain of 3 there. Good tough running by Nathaniel. Trying to run through the gap, get a couple of yards.
Gary, we were down to under half this quarter, and York's had the ball the entire quarter.
Except for one play, and York been in control of the quarter. Actually down to around 3.5 minutes by the time they snapped this ball.
Barger going to come up under center. Got a man in motion. They're going to give it off to Cooper up the middle, and Cooper going to bang straight ahead for a few.
Maybe misread that a little bit. He gave it to the up man. Should have held that. Had Miller on the option pitch, and looked like he may have had one man to beat on the corner.
And York's got a 3rd and about 5 now, but Gary, of course, it is 2-down territory here.
Oh, yeah, they definitely will be going on 4th down, you think, unless now's when you want to get some field goal practice.
So up will come the Dragons. Barger under center. Got a man in motion, hands it off. No, Barger going to keep it himself and go straight ahead.
He got to about the 14-yard line. And
close to a first down.
I believe he lacks about a yard, maybe a yard and a half here.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10, they say, for the Dragons.
Yeah,
they say he got it.
He got it. They're moving it.
So it's at the 19-yard line, going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. In Barger that time, Gary just getting behind Ben Cooper and rumbling ahead.
Yeah, he did. Just faked it to him, just followed him into the hole and was able to get the first down.
And up will come the Dragons. Barger under center. One man in the backfield and Cooper. Two split out wide to the left. Now they got Gibson in motion. Gibson going to come around the right side, and he's going to be drugged down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even lost a part of a yard.
Yeah, probably lost one on that one according to the spot, Gary. That play strung out nicely by the Grundy County defense.
And that jet sweep, Gary, on that one, they brought him from the outside. Instead of having him in that wing position, they brought him from over in the slot, and he would just run down. And good job by the Yellow Jackets on that one.
Yeah, they kind of had that one sniffed out, Gary, and was able to string him out towards the sideline.
We got 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter, and York is on top 35-0. York has had this ball the entire third quarter. They'll hand it off to Miller, left side. Miller trying to get outside, cuts back, and he's going to be drugged down after a couple of yards gain. And it's going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Dragons. And, Gary, York can run this clock out in the third quarter and only having the Yellow Jackets touch it once.
Yeah, Thomas has got to turn that ball up the field, Gary. He allowed the defense to string him out to the sideline that time. If he turns that up, he's got one guy to beat. He can take a defender, try to put a move on him and, has some free running room. Got to be able to turn that ball in.
Now back up come the Dragons. They've got Barger goes under center. Now they're going to fake, and Barger's going to give it up the middle to number
14. That's Evan Tompkins.
Evan Tompkins for the touchdown, Dragons.
Nice play, nice run. Evan breaks through, breaks free, goes right into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, Evan, after he got through that initial line, Gary, he was easy into the end zone for his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, nice run by Evan. Makes it 41-0.
And now West up to do the extra point. York on top 41-0. West kick is up. West kick is good with 27.9 seconds to go in the third. York on top 41-0. Lefty's going to keep it. It's going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay dirt. Touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
York on top now, 42-0, Gary. And, if you look at the Grundy County sideline, or Grundy County fan section, I've seen more enthusiasm at a bar mitzvah than this. They're really down at this point.
Yeah, the cheerleaders trying to keep them in, but they're not going well right now.
It's 42-0. York on top with 27.9 seconds to go in the quarter. York has had the ball the entire quarter except for one play, which the Yellow Jackets fumbled away, Gary. So York has totally dominated that one, only scoring 7 points.
Yeah, that clock running makes a big deal in all this, though, Gary.
And now a long kick by Stover, and that one's going to be coming up back the other way, and tripped up is Nunley, and he'll go down at about the 33-yard line, 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's slow getting up, but he gets up and comes off the field here.
I don't think they're going to get another playoff, Gary. We're down under 9 seconds, and The Yellow Jackets may just let this clock run out, and I believe they are going to. It's going to be into the third quarter. After 3, the Dragons lead it 42-0.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Rains agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
Summer is here. Nighttime is brought to life with the sound of crickets, lightning bugs, and the smell of fresh cut grass. However, without an efficient air conditioning system, you're also brought to life with sleepless nighttime sweats. Don't suffer this season. Sleep easy with the top-of-the-line Carrier air conditioning unit. Financing is available with approved applications, so call today to schedule your free quote. Carrier, turn to the experts. Call Condition Heating and Cooling today.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
Start of the final frame, Gary, and the Dragons in command 42-0 with a running clock. This one should be over with very, very soon.
Yeah, it should. We're lined up to go, and it should go pretty quick.
As back in the shotgun goes Dixon. Dixon going to quick out this one and trying to get out the outside and getting a run. Got the first down, got more. And he's going to get all the way up to about the 47-yard line. I believe that may have been number 3.
I believe it was, Gary.
And we'll call his name for the first time tonight. Number 3 is William Hargis. Apologize if it takes me a while to look at them because those are written very smallly.
Yeah, and numbers are hard to see on their uniforms, too.
And now the quick throw out there, and that one's going to be caught at the 50, and he's still on his feet and fighting forward to about the 46-yard line. That was just some tough yardage there for number 2, Nunley.
Yeah, tough running. Johan West had him wrapped up, but needed some help to get him down, Gary.
So York now up 42-0. We're down under 11 minutes to go in the ball game. And up will come the Yellow Jackets as now number 15 in at quarterback. A good throw out there, Gary, to the about 36-yard line for a first down, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, complete pass. That was actually to Dixon, the quarterback. That's who that was completed to.
So Dixon with the reception, and now number 15 in at quarterback. That is Kobe Michael in at quarterback. And we may have a timeout on the field. Timeout.
Timeout, York.
10:32 left to go in the game. York on top, 42-0.
Mark your calendars. You are invited to the Twin Lakes annual meeting of members on October 5th. Join us at the Jackson County Middle School as we recap the past year and prepare for the next. Registration runs from noon to 2 p.m. and don't forget to bring your ID. There will be great door prizes and gifts. You will not want to miss this event. Visit one of our 7 local offices for more information. We hope to see you there.
Well, the Dragons have it now 42-0, but Gary, right now, as far as the Yellow Jackets, this is their best probably offense since early in the ball game.
Yeah, it is, Gary. They've moved the ball into York territory, sitting at the 38-yard line here. So, you know, their first sustained drive in quite a while, probably since the first drive of the game.
So now with 10:32 left to go, now don't forget next week, York will be hosting Grace Baptist out of Knoxville. I'm not sure who Grundy County has next week, but they'll go into it 0-2. As now dropping back is the quarterback, Michael. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to get hit, gets away from him, gets hit again, and gets dropped down after about an 8-yard gain. And Gary, the first York tackler just tried to trip him up instead of wrap him up.
Yeah, he bounced off of 2 or 3 guys, Gary, and got extra 4 or 5 yards out of that. Got about 8 on that.
2 minutes or second down and about 3 to go with 10 minutes left in the ball game. York on their way to their second win of the season, first region win. Snap back, Michael looking for it. Now he's going to tuck and run again, gets away from the first man, gets away from another tackle, but then is going to be brought down. And that's going to be at about the 21-yard line, which will probably be another first down for the Yellow Jackets. Gary.
Yeah, that'll move chains. Zach Gibson, second guy, was able to hold him up long enough for help to come make the tackle, Gary.
Gary, you have to wonder now if you're Grundy County, as number 15's looking pretty good back there in the quarterback spot.
Yeah, he's got them moving. They're moving down the field.
He'll take the snap. He's dropping back, looking. Now he's rolling. He'll throw it down. That one's partially blocked or tipped at the line, Gary, and falls incomplete.
Yeah, number 36, which is Connor Warden, got a hand on that one, knocked it away.
So now it's going to be second and long for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be right at the 21-yard line. Down under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Snap back to Michael. Michael looking. Now he's going to have to run for his life, and he's going to get away from the first one. Gets another breakaway, and he's going to be hit and finally brought down, Gary, and he should have been thrown for about a maybe 8-yard loss, and he gets a gain out of it.
Yeah, they had 3 York guys there, and he somehow got away from all 3 of them, Gary, and managed to get positive yardage out of that.
Maybe a little bit more elusive than Dixon, Gary, but you got to go to as well. York has played 3.5 quarters, and this young man getting a little bit of a bit of yardage on some broken tackles. As now he'll bring it up. He's looking. He's going to throw it across the middle. Got a man out there. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets.
Nice play, actually. The defense broke down on the corner, so he scrambled up like he was going to run by it. Instead, throwed it to Nunley for the touchdown.
And that was a tough throw, too, Gary. He's throwing back against his self on that one. Just a good throw, and now it's 42-6.
Yeah, they look good moving the ball down the field with him under the helm here. Yeah, nice job by Grundy County.
Just under 8 minutes left to go in this one, and the Yellow Jackets are on the scoreboard. They'll go for the extra point. And who else? Michael going to step in there and kick the extra point.
Nunley will be the holder here. We'll see.
Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good with just under 8 minutes to play. It's 42-6. York.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Well, Gary, the Yellow Jackets get on the scoreboard, but I guess the old adage, too little, too late, maybe.
Yeah, down 42-0. Bring in the backup quarterback. He scrambles, makes a couple of runs, breaks down the defense maybe a little bit, and able finally scrambling around to complete about an 18-yard touchdown pass to Nunley.
And York's got to be ready for that onside kick here.
Yeah, you would think this is coming. York got 6 men up on the line.
As it will be Nunley, or actually it's going to be Michael to kick it off as well. So Colby Michael going to kick it away. And no, they're going to kick it away, and it's going to hit short and taking it, bobbling at the 30. And I'm getting down to the 35 or 25-yard line.
That's Jordan Allen, number 3 on the return. Gary picked that up, got a few positive yards out of it.
We're seeing some of the younger kids for York starting to get in the game as well, Gary.
Yeah, we are, trying to get some kids some playing time tonight. This one seems to be in control.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to put up another 5 touchdowns for the Yellow Jackets in under 8 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Barger's still in at quarterback, Gary, so no Jonah Durham on a permanent basis yet. Still Barger running the offense here.
1st and 10. They'll hand it off up the middle. No, they're going to pitch it out this time to the right side to Gibson. Gibson out to about the 35-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down again, Gary.
Yeah, if that mark's right, that should be a first down, I would think. They're looking at it. So
the official on this side's marking him right at the 40. It's going to be just short.
They're going to look at it. First down.
1st and 10 for the Dragons. So they'll have to move the chains, and then we'll get back underway as the clock continues to tick. You're going to be at home next week. Our home game. It's going to be nice to be at home next week, I got to say. This time Castellon on the carry. He's going to dive ahead to the 40.
They're going to mark him. The side judge on this side's got him marked about the 39.
The official putting the ball down, sitting it right on the 40.
Yeah, so they moved it up to the 40. It looked like he might have got a yard or two more out of that. Didn't look like he went down right away, Gary.
It looked like he kind of rolled over a player. And
yeah.
6 minutes left to go in this ball game. And, Gary, it'll be good to be back to the friendly confines of York next week with some air conditioning.
Yeah, first home game. Good Knox Grace Christian team coming in. It'll be a tough challenge for the Dragons.
This time they're going to hand it off over to the left side, trying to cut back in. Cut it back inside is Miller. Miller over there cuts it back across the back, and now we'll try to cut back again and gets knocked down at the 25-yard line or 24-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Gary, good run by Miller.
Yeah, give him about 36 yards on that one, Gary. A nice run. Took off to the left, ran it all the way back across the field to the right before he ever got tackled. Probably ran 80 yards to get that.
Yeah, he put in a lot of mileage to get short yard or get a big gain though on it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 24 of the Yellow Jackets. York on top, 5:10 to go, 42-7 your score. York moving the football again. Barger under center. Got Castellon in motion. Now they're going to roll. They're going to pitch it to Castellon, but he's going to be dropped for about a 4-yard loss and going to be knocked out of bounds.
Well, Jonah Durham was in at quarterback. He took that snap, bobbled it. That just kind of stalled the whole play, blew it up, and still made the pitch to Castellon. Castellon nowhere to run. Loses about 4 on that one.
And I believe, have we got a player down?
Yeah, all the way over on the York sideline. We got a Grundy County player down. So
timeout on the field. We'll take a break with them as York leads it 42-7.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck. En route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
And so it was a Sequatchie County player number 3 that was injured on that one, Gary, and that is Hargis.
Yeah, he was all the way over on the York sideline, all the way across the field. So they'll get him off, and everybody got a drink of water. We're ready to go here, and that clock should start moving on the snap.
4:35 left to go in the ball game. York moving the football again, guys. 2nd and about 15 now. As Durham going to run. Durham's going to throw that. Got a man wide open and caught it into the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons.
It was Jonah Durham to Thaddeus Stoneman again. Gary wide open out in the flat. Take it in for the touchdown.
I'm beginning to wonder if maybe Thaddeus didn't take a bath or something. Nobody wanted to get around him for some reason. He's wide open down there.
That makes twice same play. They bring it to perfection, and York put more points on the board.
So York now with a 48-7 lead. And coming in to kick will be Johan. Johan looking to tack on yet another extra point. And it's up, and it is no good. We've got 4:19 left to play in the game. It is 48-7 York.
At Hall Family Pharmacy, we are breaking the chain of large chain pharmacies. With our new local low-cost prescription program, this hometown pharmacy is meeting and beating chain pharmacy prices. We are excited to offer a full list of generic prescriptions starting as low as $3. To see if your prescription is offered at these new low costs, check the list on our website, hallfamilypharmacy.com, or give us a call today at either Hall Family Pharmacy location. Hall Family Pharmacy, breaking the chain of national chain pharmacies.
Well, Gary, the Dragons, a couple of touchdowns through the air, kind of unusual football for York.
Looking good doing it. They're giving Durham time to roll out, throw the ball, and he's putting it on the money, Gary. And Thoman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns tonight. Durham looking good throwing the ball. It's a new weapon for York. It's something a little different, a wrinkle they hadn't showed through the first couple of games.
And so now it's with 4:19 left to go in the ball game. York on top 48-7. I'm interested in seeing who gets the player of the game tonight.
We'll let you decide that.
Okay. Johan, no.
You're going to have some choices.
Hey, Johan's kicked, 7 or 6 extra points. And now going to be a short kickoff. That's going to be a short one roll. Picked up on a big hop by number 4, and he's going to be drilled at the 30-yard line, or maybe 29-yard line.
Actually, they're going to mark him about the 28, it looks like, Gary. Number 4, and number we hadn't called tonight.
And number 4.
That'll be...
I don't have a 4 on my roster.
We do not have a 4, so
Mr. Unknown with the big return.
This part of the Fantastic Four down here, maybe? I don't know.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as we're down under 3:40 to go in the ball game. York on top 48-7. And in that quarterback is number 15, Michael. He's going to run, and he is going to get away from one tackle, gets away from another, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide on that one as he's dropped, and it's sack time.
Yeah, he's going to lose about 2 or 3 on that one, Gary. Got away from the first guy, but couldn't get away from the next 3 that came after him.
So now it's going to drop under 3 minutes by the time this next play's off, and we're going to have about 2nd and 16, 17 for the first down.
Yeah, it looks like every bit of that. He probably lost 6 on that one.
Now back, they're going to look to throw, and now he's going to run again. This time he breaks a tackle. And Michael on the run, going to get hit from behind and almost has the first down. Gary gets all the way up to the 42, or 46, I should say.
No, actually he moved that out to about the 37-yard line, Gary, so he's going to have 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 here, something like that.
And we got a York player down, so we're going to, while we have a break on the field, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Okay, is Nathaniel Castle on, Gary, and that's cramps. That's the first time we've seen a York player cramp up in these ball games, first 2 games.
Yeah, they played a lot tonight. Castellan's probably played by far the most he's played all year, and he, cramps got the better of him on that one, but he walked off under his own power, no problem.
2:36 left to go, and clock starts again. The Dragons going to go to 1-0 in the region play. This time they'll hand it off to Nunley, and Nunley going to be tripped up. Gary, he didn't get the first down, I don't think. He's going to be, depending on where they mark it, looks like a little bit short.
It depends on which way, which lineman makes the mark here. The one on the far side of the field's got first down. I believe that's going to be first down.
He's going to call it first down, so 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets just gets enough for the first down.
Good job by Zach Holdren, though, to stay at home on that and try to hold him without getting the first down. Good job defensively by him, not only stay at home, but to make the tackle.
And now a quick throw out to number 11, Ashley. He'll come down the sideline before he's brought down in Dragon territory for a first down.
Actually, they're marking it a little short here, so we'll see.
Maybe he stepped out of bounds here, short of the midfield stripe, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to mark this just ever so short.
Hey, folks, not only can Zach Holdren tackle, but he can also DJ. So if you want to hear him turn on bright and early in the morning, Zach will be on WDEB early in the morning, early to Sunday morning as well. So if you want to hear Zach's DJ skills, be sure to check that out in the morning. And now throw down the field wide open is number 24, and he's going to be brought down. That is Hackworth.
Yeah, Caden Stover on the stop there. Good job taking him down the middle of the field, Gary, or he could have got even more yardage.
Caden, the freshman for this squad. We got 70 seconds left to go in this one. York going to be 2-1 after tonight. Waiting on Grace Christian to come in next week out of Knoxville. And they're going to drop back. The quarterback drops back. Big rush. They throw it out there. Got a man. Number 2. He's got it. He's going to be down at the 11-yard line.
Nice job by him. He was the target all the way. They threw him the ball. He caught it and able to get about 10 more yards. So a good play by Grundy County here, trying to score a late touchdown, Gary.
So up will come the Yellow Jackets. Michael, he'll throw this one out quick to number 3. Shield try to cut back inside. Going to be dropped short of the goal line at about, looks like about the, is that the 7, Gary?
Yeah, he's about, I'd say that looks like about the 8-yard line, Gary. So it'll be second down about the 8-yard line here with timeout called, 23.8 seconds to go in the game. York very much in control, trying to keep them out of the end zone here, Gary, for this, before they're able to add a late touchdown.
So the Yellow Jackets trying to put up a late score, but regardless of whether they put up the score or not, Gary, York going to win this one handily, and an impressive win for the Dragons.
By far the best they've looked this year. Didn't look particularly good at Jackson County, and then looked not good at all last week. Nice bounce back for the Dragons tonight. A nice performance by them, offensively, defensively, and special teams. The worst thing you probably say about anything is they missed an extra point tonight.
And they've had a couple of drops.
Maybe missed a couple of tackles in the field. Tackling's still a little bit of a liability for them, but other than that, some things they really need to work on. You could tell they worked on.
And they put the ball on the ground a few times tonight, which is uncharacteristic of the Dragons as well. As now stepping back, it's going to be number 50. He'll throw in the end zone. That one's going to be incomplete. Almost tipped it to his teammate there, Gary.
Yeah, he did. Actually, that pass originally intended for number 1, which is number 1 is Jory Sissom, and he tipped it, and actually Nunley about come up with it, Gary.
And we're going to have another timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. Timeout on the field. We've got 16 seconds to go. York in command.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
Well, Gary, this one, 16 seconds going to this one. The Yellow Jackets trying to pick up a late score to make it look a little more respectable, but either way, the Dragons going to come away with a huge win here tonight.
Yeah, they are. Big win for York. A couple more plays to go here, Max, so we'll see what happens.
And now the big rush comes on. They'll throw it across the middle. That's going to be caught. He doesn't get in, though. Going to be stopped short of the goal line at about the 2-yard line.
Timeout, Grundy County.
And that's going to be a timeout by Grundy County with 8.3 seconds to go. York leads it 48-7.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Meta-Thrift Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
Well, Gary, we're definitely down to our last play of the ball game here as Grundy County takes another timeout.
Unless they score a touchdown, Gary. If they score a touchdown, it'll stop. So could have 2 more plays, but we're probably going to have 2 either way. So.
Well, it's going to be 4th down here, so if they don't get in or don't get the first down, they got about a yard to go for the first down and 3 for the touchdown.
A little over a yard here on 4th down.
As Michael will take the snap, he's rolling out, going to throw it. Got a man open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Nunley on the catch. That'll be his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And time's going to run out. They'll kick the extra point, I'm sure, Gary. And it's going to be academic here as the Dragons are going to win, but they've got to kick the extra point even though time has expired.
Yeah, so they're going to line up and kick this extra point, and they will, this will be the ball game.
So 48-13 your score, and they'll go for the extra point here, and then that's going to be your ball game. We'll take a break after that, and then we'll be back with the Progressive post-game show coming up here in just a few minutes. But York going to pick up their first region win of the season. And Gary, with that first region win, means you only need 1 more to make the playoffs.
Yeah, so, it's a big start for York, a big region win.
The kick is up. The kick is good. So, I don't know, the Grundy County fans happy to get that one through, but nevertheless, they come up short. Your final here tonight, 48-14. York will be back in just a few minutes with the post-game show.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
If you're from the South, people make assumptions, like that you wake up at dawn to blast country music in your pickup truck. En route to McDonald's for delicious buttermilk crispy chicken. Well, that last one's true. Embrace the Southern stereotype and wake up with new buttermilk crispy chicken McGriddles. Warm griddle cakes with the sweet taste of maple and all white meat chicken for only $3. Or get a buttermilk crispy chicken biscuit for $3. Only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Philip Hall, owner of Hall Family Pharmacy in Jamestown and Clark Range, invites you to the new Hall's Sports and Outdoors, now open in downtown Jamestown. Hall's Sports and Outdoors carries top quality sporting equipment and accessories from top names like Costa, Timberland, and more.
Stop in at the new Hall's Sports and Outdoors for everything you need for the woods and field. Jamestown has a new sporting goods store, Hall's Sports and Outdoors, at the corner of South Main Street and Livingston Avenue, across from the historic courthouse in Jamestown.
Twin Lakes is building a fiber broadband network that gives you the connection you need to experience the gig difference. You deserve to stream without buffering. Stay connected or run a business with speed and reliability. With Twin Lakes fiber broadband, you'll have access to speeds up to 1 gig. That's 1,000 megabits per second. With fiber, you'll also have reliable voice solutions, robust TV services, and security and smart control systems for your home or business. Work fast. Play hard with fiber from Twin Lakes. Learn more by visiting us online at www.twinlakes.net. Some restrictions apply. Speeds not available in all areas.
Venters Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Venters Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Venters Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
Well, the York Dragons.
At Meta-Through Pharmacy, managing your medications has never been easier. We are the first pharmacy in the Upper Cumberland to offer strip packaging for your medications. Our MedPack strip packaging organizes your meds in easy-to-open pouches organized by date and time you take your meds. It's simple, convenient, and certain. Let us take the worry out of your medications today. For more information, call 879-8133, or we invite you to come by and see our strip packaging machine today.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
And back here where join me now, I got Coach Derwin Wright. And, Coach, much better output tonight.
No doubt, no button. You know, I challenged our boys early in the week. They had a great practice Monday and then fell off a little bit Tuesday. But, you know, I told them we didn't play to our potential. We got banged up tonight. We made Edward Stockton. He's got a bad ankle sprain. That's what we're hoping it is. But anyway, I'm just proud of our team tonight. I'm proud of Thaddeus Tolman. We moved him tight end just to get some speed going to that corner route, and he caught 2 touchdown passes tonight from that position, and proud of what he did and our quarterbacks. And you know, Thomas Miller had a great night for us. You know, and we just gotta continue to improve. We still got a long way to go on the front offense and defensive line. We're still not getting enough push, but we'll work on it.
Coach, you got a new wrinkle in your offense, a little bit of a passing game tonight, something we hadn't seen the first two.
Well, we should have had it all along, but, you know, it's hard to throw when you got people in your face, and we rose up and did a much better job blocking up front, but, you know, run blocking, we're still too high. We just got to keep working on it, but real proud of our kids' improvement tonight, our coaching staff, and, you know, I'm giving them all the credit. I'm glad they responded. You know, we needed this region win, you know, puts us 1-0 in the region, and we got a really, really, really strong passing team coming in next Friday night. Grace Christian, you know, they're a pro-style passing offense, to be honest with you, and you know, we'll get a real test there, but you know, it'll be good for us. It'll help us down the road.
Coach, if there's one thing tonight, we did see the ball hit the ground a few times, but you were able to come back up with them.
We're very lucky. Several opportunities there to completely turn the momentum. Even the second half kickoff, you know, White Hawks just almost breaks one, and guy reaches in, pops that ball out, and luckily we had somebody there recovering it. We got to do a better job of that, Gary. That could have been a devastating turnover there, and we had a couple of mishandled snaps in the first half too, and that's things we got to fix. You know, this already this far in the season, game 3, those things shouldn't be happening.
Coach, a few missed tackles tonight, but for the most part, the defense played pretty stiff tonight. Every time that Grundy County, till late in the game, they put up a couple of scores.
Well, you know, we're getting some young kids in there and getting some film on them, getting some experience with them. But overall, I'm real proud of the way our guys come up. Thaddeus Tolman, Jonah Durham, you know, I mean, they got a little bit too aggressive, but, you know, they come up and tried to hawk tackle, get down low, and number 11's going to lower that helmet pad and run over, you know. And there twice there I thought it was offensive helmet to helmet, and you know, but we didn't get that call. But you know, and that's a touchy call. I mean, that's not a call you're going to see a lot. But I'm proud of the way our kids come up and answered the challenge a little more and tackled a little better.
Something also, no real major penalties tonight.
No, we had the first drive of the third quarter. We got that holding penalty, and you know, that put us back and put us in about a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18, and you know, that's just hard to overcome. But we were able to get a little bit of yards, 3rd down. Thomas Miller come in and got a hold of a great punt for us, covered, and defense helped, and we got the ball back and scored, and you know, that just kind of wrapped it up and had a running clock. So,
how about the defensive plays as far as the 2 interceptions? Johan almost took the house. He almost had that one last week against Oneida. Would have had that one. Probably took the house this week.
Right, I think, you know, I think last week missing that one probably, you know, he's probably had that in his mind. And probably, I know I can't speak for him, but if I'd been in that situation the week before, I'd be thinking and probably dreaming, man, when that next one comes, I'm going to get it. And, you know, they run a motion across we rolled our cornerback. The dog has to stay at the backside, and they were running a throwback to the quarterback, you know. And if he had went with the tight end on the drag, we would have been in trouble. But he stayed, done his job, stayed in position, and got a pick six right there. And that was a big, you know. And well, really he got in, but they didn't get it. And the referee said, "Man, I really wanted to give him that, but it was iffy." So and that, you know. But great play by Johan.
Also a great interception by Barger down there.
Yeah, Barger down there. They came at Thomas Miller, and Thomas got himself turned around. You know, Thomas is probably the fastest kid we have, and next would be Jordan Allen and Barger. Barger and Jordan Allen. But Thomas just got himself a little out of position, you know. If he I think he would have got it. And then Barge come in, and, you know, he stayed to the outside position and then broke on it, and it was a great interception by him.
And now, Coach, you got a team that's going to come out that's going to really test that pass defense in Grace Creek.
They are going to test our pass defense strongly, and you know, the way to rise to that is we've got to find ways to get pressure, and they're going to throw a quick passing game. So. Again, it's going to be great for us between now and a couple of teams that we're going to play in the region to get that kind of look, and you know, we've just got to be ready for it.
Coach, this region wins means you only need one more to get in the playoffs, so that's kind of a good buffer to start the season.
Hey, and we got a tough region. You know, Smith County's playing good ball right now. Sequatchie is, Upperman is. You know, they're playing good football, and you know, it's a pretty strong region, top to bottom, in my opinion. And you know, Upperman right now started out, and they're showing everybody, hey, we're about the same team we were last year, and you know, and Smith County's off to the 2-0 start. I don't know what they did tonight. I know they were playing Upperman tonight, so I would figure that would have been a battle. So we'll just have to see how that one come out. And Sequatchie was at Cannon, and of course us here at Grundy, and you know, so top to bottom, it's a pretty solid region.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us. A great win here tonight, and looking forward to finally getting home next week.
I want to thank you know, had a great for the distance, a great crowd tonight. I want to thank all our fans for coming out, and you know, they even got in Pep Club 2 Pep buses. That's awesome, and great job, great school spirit by our kids, and you know, that means a lot to us. They're over there singing "Happy Birthday" to Casanova from the bleachers. You know, I don't know if I've seen that one done or not, but anyway, that was a pretty neat moment for us.
And, Coach, we want everybody up there next week.
Absolutely.
Right? It's our home opener.
Come to the pit. You know, I think we're going to see a high-powered passing offense against a high-powered running offense.
So that's our game next week. Thanks again, Coach, and we'll talk to you on Monday. We'll take a quick time out for a word from Progressive Savings Bank, and we'll be back with more on the Progressive Post-Game Show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Well, back here where York comes away with a 48-6 win here tonight. And Gary, for York tonight, it was total domination as far as the statistics go.
Really, it was, Gary. You know, they dominated the game, all factors of it, and heck, the whole third quarter, so they easily won time of possession, but only by about 5 minutes. So it was an outstanding performance by York tonight, especially after what happened last week.
Gary, of course, York had the ball for the entire quarter.
Yeah, you know, they had it for, all for about, except for maybe about a minute. And time of possession, they won that 26-53 to 21-07. When York wins time of possession, that usually means they're in control of the game, and more importantly, the running game's clicking, it's effective.
A good defensive night as well. They come up with some big stops and a couple of great big interceptions.
Well, you held a spread team that throws the ball a lot to 215 total yards in the game. So it was outstanding by York. I thought it was a good defensive effort as well. So what happened on offense and special teams?
Well, York wins this one by a final of 48-14. We're going to take another break, and then we'll be back to look at some stats from this one. We'll also take a look at what's ahead for York. Don't go anywhere. We still got our Hall's Family Pharmacy, Hall Sports and Outdoors player of the game to come as well. Don't go anywhere.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing to help operate and grow your business with the right financial equipment to keep you in the game. This is Mark Justice wishing our York Dragons a successful football season. We are proud once again to sponsor Dragon First Downs. Progressive Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, York opens the region with a 48-14 win. Gary, look at a few of the stats from tonight's game.
Well, of course, you mentioned the score. York, 16 first downs in the game, 13 rushing, 3 passing, 43 carries, 308 yards, 7.2 yards a carry, Gary. That's really hauling it. They were 3 of 4 through the air, for 48 yards, or 56 yards, 2 touchdowns, too. So great performance by York offensively. Grundy County, 13 first downs, 11 passing, 2 rushing, 13 carries, 19 yards, 1.5 yards per carry. They were 18 of 28 through the air, 196 yards, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdown passes, 215 total yards. York outgained them 364 to 215. Individually for York, they were led in rushing. Thomas Miller, 13 carries, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zach Gibson, 5 for 58, 1 touchdown. Ben Cooper, 8 for 46. Nathaniel Castellon, 9 for 44. Evan Tompkins, 1 for 15 and a touchdown. Dalton Barger, 6 for 15 and a touchdown. And Jonah Durham, 1 for a loss of 1. Passing, Durham, 2 of 3 through the air for 48 yards. Dalton Barger, 1 of 1 for 8 yards. And of course, receiving, Thaddeus Stoneman, 2 catches, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nathaniel Castellon, 1 catch for 8 yards. For Grundy County, they were led in rushing by Kobe Michael, 5 rushes for 30 yards. Evan Nunley, 6 carries, 7 yards. Jordan Hackworth, 1 carry for -7, and Jacob Dixon, 1 for -11. Through the air, it was Dixon, 8 of 16 for 90 yards, 2 interceptions. Kobe Michael was 10 of 12 through the air, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns, Gary. He looked impressive when he took over. Receiving, it was Trenton Ashley, 7 catches, 77 yards. Evan Nunley, 5 for 50 and the 2 touchdowns. Holden Hargis, 2 for 40. Bryson Braden, 2 for 8. Jordan Hackworth, 1 for 13. And Jacob Dixon, 1 for 8. For York defensively tonight, they were led defensively. Nathaniel Castellon, 6 total tackles. Johan West, Zach Gibson, 5 apiece. Johan West, a tackle for a loss, and also the interception. Barger also with an interception tonight. And we also had, looks like Connor Warden got a sack, and Kellen Buck got a sack tonight. So good all-around performance by the Dragons. And let me recap the scoring real quick. First of all, York, 9-18 the first quarter. It was Thomas Miller, 43 yards. Johan West with the kick. 2 plays, 48 yards, 42 seconds. It was 7-0. 2:41 left to go in the first quarter. Zach Gibson on a 44-yard run. Johan West with the kick. 5 plays, 69 yards, 2 minutes and 1 second. It was 14-0. In the second quarter, 8:35 left. It was Dalton Barger from 3 yards out. Johan West with the kick. 10 plays, 45 yards, 4 minutes, 52 seconds. 21-0. Then it was Thaddeus Stoneman on the 20-yard touchdown pass from Jonah Durham. West with the kick, 11 plays, 75 yards, 28-0. 13 seconds to go in the first half, it was Thomas Miller, a 1-yard run. West with the kick, 1 play, 1 yard, 7 seconds, 35-0. Then the third quarter, Evan Tompkins from 15 yards. 9 plays, 41 yards, 42-0. Then the fourth quarter, Grundy County finally gets on the scoreboard. It was Evan Nudley, 17-yard pass from Kobe Michael. Michael with the kick, 42-7. And then it was Stoneman again, 28 yards this time from Durham. West missed the kick. It was 48-7. Then Nunley scores on the last play of the game on a 3-yard pass from Michael. Makes it 48-14 York.
So York wins it here tonight, picks up their first region win of the season. Don't go away. We'll be back to take a look at Grace Christian out of Knoxville. That's coming up next week, and we'll have that right after this on the Progressive Post-Game Show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Back here on the Progressive Post-Game Show in Gary next week. York's got Grace Christian out of Knoxville, a passing team that took one on the chin last week. They took a pretty good beating last week. They were off this week, but they took a beating last week. Let's see, who was it they played last week? Let me see if I can remember who it was they played last week. I'm trying to find my list here. Grace Baptist played South Doyle last week and lost 61-7, but they've had 2 weeks now to lick those wounds and get ready for York.
Yeah, South Doyle, one of the top 5A teams in the state, Gary, got 3 or 4 Division I signees, couple of SEC guys, so I'm sure that was a tough challenge for them last week, but they're going to come out to York next week to the pit, and they're going to throw it all over the place. We heard Coach Wright say that they are a pro-style offense, so they're going to line up with 2 or 3 wides, a tight end, and a back, and they're going to spread the ball around, I'm sure.
Should be a very interesting ball game, and that one will actually kick off at 6:30 next week. So make note of that early start. They're going to start that one 30 minutes early next week. It'll be at 6:30. Well, thank you for joining us for the Progressive Post-Game Show. A big thank you to our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. They are Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Hall's Family Pharmacy, and Hall Sports and Outdoors, First Volunteer Bank, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Fentress Farmers Co-op, McDonald's of Jamestown, Medithria Pharmacy, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Twin Lakes, and Pizza Hut, our sponsors for the live broadcast of York football. Our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Our Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show each Monday brought to you by the Union Bank. And, of course, our player of the game brought to you by Hall's Family Pharmacy, which it is time for now, and we will have our player of the game right after this.
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy and Hall Sports and Outdoors. We are proud to sponsor this broadcast Player of the Game. Be a part of the winning team. Hall's is proud to be this area's #1 pharmacy, and now you may visit our expansion in downtown Jamestown for all things sports and outdoors and a complete line of sports medicine equipment.
Gary, our Hall's Family Pharmacy player of the game for this week is?
I believe we will split this, Gary, and we could have went a lot of different ways. There was a lot of contributors tonight, but got to go with Thomas Miller, I think. 13 carries, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Punted 1 time for 41 yards. And actually threw in about 3 tackles on defense as well. But I'm going to give a handout also to Thaddeus Stoneman tonight as well. 2 catches, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looking great, helping the passing game get going, Gary. And he also chipped in with 3 tackles on defense.
So York wins here tonight. Your final is 48-14. That's going to do it for us from here tonight. We'll thank our sponsors. We want to thank Bob back at the studios keeping us on the air. Kevin, video shaping this one for showing Sunday 2 o'clock on CLTV, Twin Lakes Cable Channel 954, Comcast Cable Channel 12. And I want to thank Gary Hall for coming with me tonight. A long haul down here. But, Gary, we get the friendly confines of York Institute next week.
Yeah, we're home for 2 or 3 weeks anyhow here, I think. So, we're going to be home for a few days, and it'll be nice to get home, have some home games.
And have some air conditioning, too.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Not too bad tonight. But thanks once again to all the guys for keeping our stats for us here and keeping the stats for York. They did a great job tonight. We're going to wrap it up from here now. We got a long way to get home, folks. So we will see you next Friday night when the Dragons host Knox Grace Christian. That one kicks off at 6:30. Until then, I'm Gary Clark for 15104 Sports. We'll see you at the game.